Minecraft Survival Island. Limited food, limited resources, and limited space. Will we be able to survive? And most importantly, will we be able to beat Minecraft? Well, today, let's find out. Hey, what's up guys? Jwhisp here, and welcome to episode 10 of Minecraft Survival Island. Here we are, starting off under the water in our underground base because there's a couple of things I want to accomplish today. Today is the 10th episode, and just a couple days from when this episode will release, we will get the full release of Minecraft 1.18 Caves and Cliffs Part 2. So if you don't know, usually every new update I start a new survival world, and the last few I've actually finished. I've actually finished survival worlds, which is a bad habit of mine. I have a bad habit of not finishing worlds, and so I have with the last few, and this one will follow suit. However, the last few worlds have been relatively short, but with 1.18 and all the new amazing content, it should make for a really long and really awesome survival let's play. But I mentioned at the start of this survival let's play that I wanted this one to just be a short little fun series to tide me over until 1.18 was released, and with 1.18 just around the corner, that means that I want to wrap this series up. And to do that, there's still one more thing I want to do. I think, here it is. This is one thing I wanted to do. This thing is something I've wanted to do for a while in this world, and that is defeat the Wither. I feel like no world is complete unless I defeat the Ender Dragon and the Wither. And, you know, there's the other boss mob of the Ocean Monument. We defeated that. That wasn't too hard, but we definitely have to defeat the Wither. Now, why am I going so fast? Oh, is there a dolphin? Yeah. What I want to do before I defeat the Wither is there's actually something I want to do with my base. I mentioned how I wanted to make myself a trophy room, and so we're going to make one more little of these, I don't know what to call them, little bubbles underwater, and that one will act as a trophy room where I will put the Nether Star. I'm not going to bother making a beacon, just because, you know, I won't really need it. I won't really be playing in this world too much. I'll only visit this world occasionally just for the memories and nostalgia, and so it feels only right to make one more little bubble, and we can put our Nether Star in there. So we're going to do that before we actually defeat the Wither. So I'll keep this in my inventory for now, or maybe I'll put it in a chest. But I want to go into my chest room. I don't even know why I left my base in the first place, but I want to go into my chest room, and I should have enough materials to make one or two more bubbles. We'll make one, and we can decorate it as our little trophy room. Alrighty, so, this should be good enough. I got my building blocks, have my potions, and I also have my sponges and a furnace to dry them out so that I can drain the water from the inside. The potions are the most important part. I didn't even need the night vision potions. They just really help. I made, this should be enough. 2 potions, that's 16 minutes total. That should definitely be enough to, make another one of these, except I'll still have to act fast. I can't take too much time just messing around, so I'll try to be as quick as possible with it. I just need to find a good location, and we should be all set. Okay, so we're in the main hub area. I just decided to destroy everything that was here so that I can make a tunnel. And then through here is our brand new area. Now, I'm not going to worry about decorating it yet or setting up how I want to set up. I'll do that after the Wither battle, and I'll actually show it on camera, just a little bit of decoration. But now is time for the Wither battle. So let's go through all of our stuff, and let's just throw it in these random chests here. And we should be good to go. All I really need for this Wither battle, nothing crazy. Obviously, the stuff to make the Wither. I already have my armor, weapons, you know, golden apples. The only other thing I'm bringing is torches, because I like to fight the Wither underground. If you've watched me for a while, you know my method, and some other people use this method as well. But it's pretty much the best and also safest way of fighting the Wither, because it pretty much guarantees that the Wither isn't going to blow up any of your precious builds or anything like that. So, where should I go for this? I need to find a good area underground. Maybe I'll just dig straight down under this island over here, and hopefully I'm somewhere that I can actually build. I guess I can just make sure I dig under the ocean. So, I'll dig straight down. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about falling in lava, because I have pretty good armor, and if I do fall in lava, I can just quickly build a little bridge under me. And also, I have golden apples, so I should be good. Let's dig down for a little bit, and then defeat the Wither. I don't even really need the torches right now because I still have night vision, but I'll use them just in case this takes a little bit longer. So, this is pretty much the method. I'll go over it again even if you've watched me for a while. You just go deep underground and make yourself a long tunnel. If you want to be extra safe, build this pretty much, you know, kind of far from your base. You don't want the Wither accidentally blowing up anything you might want to use in the future. But you build a relatively long tunnel, and you're pretty much going to be going backwards through this tunnel while fighting the Wither. That's pretty much the entire the entire gist of it. The first half of the battle involves you using your bow, since for the first half of the battle you can just attack the wither's tail with your bow. So you have a small little window to be able to see the wither and attack it with your bow. Let's fill this in just so we can keep the wither sort of contained. And then what we're going to do is right at the end of this tunnel, we're going to create a small little room in which we'll actually build the wither. Let's see if I can get away from this deep slate. You know what? It's fine. So we'll build this little room. We'll build the wither in here, and then eventually, once the wither gets to about half health, you can't use your bow anymore, and at that point, you have to switch to your sword, but, you know, you still have this cover. The wither can't attack you, but you can attack the wither, which means it makes the wither fight super easy. I've actually done this method before, and just to test out how good it would be, I was in my survival world, and we did it on stream, and I pretty much just had iron armor, and an iron sword, and a bow, and some arrows, and I was able to successfully defeat the wither, only using one golden apple with that. But if you have diamond armor, or something better than that, you should be more than okay. So, just stand back, wait for the wither to gather help, and we'll all be all good. So, here we go, and so yeah, here's what we can do. We can pretty much just stand back, and attack the wither with our bow. We gotta be careful, once we get a couple hits on it. Yeah, so, the wither is going to try its best to attack me, but it has to break through these blocks in order to get to me. So we can easily just use our bow to attack it, and the wither can't even get near me. Now, when you have to switch to your sword is when it gets a little bit more dangerous, since you're a little bit closer to the wither, and here we are. So once the wither starts glowing with this little white glow around it, that's when you have to switch to your sword, because the bow will no longer work. This is when you have to be a bit more careful, but if you use this back and forth motion like I do, and make sure you have at least blocks above you, you should be all set, and the wither probably won't get you. It got me once, but again, not too big of a deal, because we got the nether star, defeated the wither, only took like a minute. It's not hard at all. It's super easy. Anyone can do it. I didn't even have my shield in my hand. I had the torches in my hand all along. So yeah, that's a pretty easy method. You can defeat the wither super easily. Honestly, it seems like when you use this method, the hardest part of the wither fight isn't actually fighting the wither, but rather just getting the wither skeleton skulls to actually defeat the wither. You know, if you want the challenge, you can easily just make your wither, you know, in the overworld and hope for the best, but I like to be careful. I don't like to fight my wither in the overworld at all, even if it's a couple hundred blocks away from my base, because I don't want the wither to blow up any terrain that I might potentially use in the future as well. Even if it's not this immediate area around my house that I'm building in now, I might want to expand in the future, and so just to be safe, I like to defeat the wither underground. Even if you do defeat the wither underground though, I definitely recommend you don't do it right under your base like I did. I recommend you go a little bit farther away, just in case there is some, you know, slight chance that the wither does escape, or something happens and you die and then the wither goes AWOL. It's just nice to keep the wither contained and make sure it doesn't blow up any of your base. But there we go, super easy, and we got ourselves the nether star. So I think I have a good idea on how I want to set this up. What if I just make a small little pillar here? This is the idea I had in my head. So we have the item like that, and then down here we can just put like what this is. We can put like first nether star, and then I don't know, what should we do? Like maybe the date? I think it's the 28th of November 20. Oh, I can't fit it. We'll just do this. Boom. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay, sweet. So what we can do is grab a few of our other important items and also put this in the room, and it'll act as our little trophy room. And so whenever I come back in this world for the nostalgia years in the future, I know sort of my achievements and when they happened. I love doing this with worlds, and I definitely recommend you do it with your worlds. It's really fun just to come back to worlds, and sometimes like 4 or 5 years in the future, and just to see this and relive some of the memories. Okay, I have an idea what I want to do, at least for the next 2 items. So we're gonna put one there and put one here. So obviously we have to do the dragon egg, which we can do on the sign. We can just put dragon egg, which we got on November the 5th. Or should I put the 5th of, no, I don't know. What format did I do for this one? Okay, I put the day first, so we'll do that. We'll do dragon egg, and then the 5th of November 2021. And then obviously a huge important one, which I love to do, is the wooden pickaxe. The wooden pickaxe symbolizes a lot. Obviously, you know, it's the first pickaxe, first tool you craft in the game, but it also usually is made on your first day, so it also says when the world starts. So we'll put wooden pickaxe, or, you know, start of the world, something like that, and which was the 18th of September 2021. So boom, we have our little trophy room, and you know, I don't know, it's not super well decorated, not super pretty, but I think it's pretty fun and looks kind of cool. I like it. Again, when you're underwater, it's very hard, you know, to build things that look good, especially when you have limited resources on Survival Island. But we work with what we have, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty proud of this. I also really like using the glowing item frames. I don't know, they don't actually really glow. I just think they look that much better. I could put the dragon egg in an item frame as well, but I don't know. It's a physical item, so we can just leave it out. I think it looks pretty cool just like that. And there we go. We have our trophy room. Well, here we are. I've pretty much accomplished everything I wanted to in this world. We have our underwater base. It looks awesome. I really like that we also connected it to a geode, which is our enchanting room. Our enchanting geode, I think, looks really cool. But we did a lot of things in this world, and honestly, considering we had such limited resources and such limited blocks and, you know, stuff like that, I think it was still a pretty fun experience, and I had a lot of fun in this world. I'm glad we made that trophy room, and maybe sometime I'll go back in the future and finish it. But like I said at the beginning of the video, 1.18 is just around the corner, a couple days away, and so I'm gonna start preparing for that. Once 1.18 comes out, you know, I've been kind of taking a break for a bit, not recording a ton, not streaming a ton, not being super active, but that's just because I really needed a break, and so I appreciate you guys for bearing with me through that. But I'm ready, I'm excited, and so once 1.18 comes out, it is grind time. I want to stream a lot, upload a lot, tons of builds I want to make, tons of farms I want to make, tons of exploring I want to do. If you guys have any suggestions for what you want to see in the next 1.18 Let's Play, let me know down in the comments below. But that is all for this world. Time to say goodbye to my doggies. I love all of you. I love all of you equally. This was a fun world. You know, it was quick, it was short, and this was even a short video, but I'm fine. I just wanted to finish it up. I wanted closure. Like I said, I've been better about actually ending survival worlds, even if they didn't last all too long. But, oh, looks like we might get a raid here. No, we won't. We're not in the village. But, yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun. The next survival Let's Play is going to be big. I'm going to finish it, but it's going to last a long time. It'll probably last until the next big major update and potentially beyond, because, I don't know. A lot of my friends have started doing the trend of longer survival Let's Plays instead of shorter ones, and I think I want to hop on that. But that's all for this episode. My name is Jwhisp. I'll see you guys soon, and thank you guys for watching.